What is up, gents? DirtBag Game here, the channel for casual raiders. If this is the first time you're on the channel, please go back, look at my videos. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers to the DirtBag Nation. A lot of them have been commenting, wow, I wish I saw your videos earlier. We've been around for almost 2 years now on YouTube, which is crazy. 2,500 subscribers, so appreciate to all my DirtBag Nation. But I was told to make a video of if we can still do Bommel with Crimson Helm. So this is as of March 9th, I believe, is today, maybe, of 2022. All right, so the Bommel's been around for a while now. Everybody has been doing Gem Cursed and Crimson Helm and stuff like that. And this is the first time I did Bommel today, and we one-shotted her with the Crimson Helm rotation. So I put all the gear back on her that I used before. We're going to compare what I had before to what I have now. I think I only noticed like 2 things really that changed since the last video that you guys might have seen to this video. So hopefully a lot of people click on this video. You guys get to, this will help you out because a lot of people doesn't think that it got a buff and now it doesn't work anymore, but it still does. So we are good. Let's get into it. So this picture, if you guys want to laugh at something, it's just me pausing the video. So look like a drunk dirtbag right there, but this is the old stats that we had. All right, so we had 182 speed, which is so precise with this dungeon boss that you have to get exactly that speed. All right, so notice this 182, 76,000 HP, 2,900 defense, and really everything else doesn't really matter. But the speed, defense, and HP is really what you should be focusing on. Now, this is the old stats. So let me close this out and let's get into the new stats with her now. All right, so we got 183. Now, again, I don't know if that's like the make or break right there. This does have a 23% speed lead or with our Mortar Macabre, but make sure that you have at least that with the same speed lead, or whatever speed lead you have, do your speed, like base stat, I think that's what it is, base stat or the speed, times that by 0.23 or 1.23, because 23% speed lead, that's the speed you need. So I guess we can do that for you guys now. So 183, again, I don't know if it's the full stats or if it's the base stat, but we'll go with 183 times 1.23. It's 225 speed. So that's basically what we have right here with the Mortar Macabre lead. If you have like a 19% lead, you have to make sure that you get up to the 225 with that 1.19% math, right? So that's basically the speed you need to get to. Now I did add, 100 extra defense, I guess just upgrading gear, stuff like that. And we're at 80,000 HP, which I noticed when you guys watch this video, it's gonna be like, I might have 5 HP most of the battle, which is super nail biting, very annoying. I only have to do this once and won't have to do this for another couple months, which is great. But 80,000 HP, 3,000 defense, 183 speed. There you go. So that's what we're looking at. Now let's go over the gear so everybody knows exactly what I used. Obviously the regen set? I think it's the regen set and the immortal set, just to kind of heal more every single turn that she goes. Regeneration and the immortal set. So if you don't have regeneration set, go farm regeneration set because this video won't really make sense to you. But let's go over. We have the gloves, I believe, are HP. Now I could probably get a little bit more HP here. I didn't even notice that, but I don't need to boost speed because I don't want to boost speed. So I don't want to book up the speed because then that'll throw off the rotation. But we have HP there. We have HP here. We have HP boots because she doesn't need a ton of speed. Like if you have the 23% speed lead, she only needs to get away with 183 speed, right? But we have HP with speed off stat. Then we have speed, a little bit of HP. All the other stats really don't matter. Speed, HP, HP, speed, HP. Then with the ring, I think we went with HP, HP, defense. So all really good ring. With the neck piece, I went with HP, resistance, really doesn't matter. And then over here, HP, really whatever you need, whether it be more defense or more HP. I didn't have any HP substats in here, so that's probably why we got a little bit more defense than last time. And basically I just took it off all the best. Like I took, so to beat these bosses, who cares if you swap gear, right? You're gonna spend what, 1 million silver to then beat the boss and then never have to do the boss for a couple of months again. It's worth it, guys. So that's what I did. I said I took all the best gear off on my other champions and put it on this champion. Now you're gonna need obviously the skills booked out, because you really need this to go off every turn or every 3 turns, and this go off every 4 turns. 100% you need this. Masteries, you gotta get down to War Master just so she can heal a little bit more herself, and she could beat the boss in less than like 2 hours, because you need that War Master to kind of help do some sort of damage. And to set it up, you also need to set this up as well, which we'll explain. You want this to make sure that when all of your people die, she gets an extra 24 speed. You want to make sure you have this so that way when she kills people, she gets an extra 18 speed. So really, she's at 225 plus 24 plus 18. So it's a lot, right? And you need this to get a little bit more HP. You need this because when you're lower on HP, you do a little bit more damage. You need this because they want, like, all these things are just crucial, right? Make sure you have everything exactly the same, and then you'll be able to do it. So let me set up the video for you guys, and then I'll explain the walkthrough to set up to Bommel, and then once you get the Bommel, we'll explain Bommel. All right, so this is going pretty fast. The team I had, you guys can just watch the video real quick, but the team I had was, you need a speed lead. So I had Morn Macabre as a speed lead. He gave me 23% extra speed. I brought in Iron Brago. You can see he's dead over here. Brought in Iron Brago. His passive, I think, works. I don't remember. Somebody might have put it in the comments before. But increases defense of all allies by 10% of this champion's max HP. If he dies, does it keep it? I don't know, but Iron Brago I put in there just for fun. Zargala was in there just for DPS. Coldheart was in there just for DPS. That's really it. So the only 2 champs are a speed lead, Iron Brago if you have him, or somebody else's passive that might help you get through the boss. So that's the team. Now, if you notice the time, I was working and eating and doing all this stuff at the same exact time. So it didn't take me an hour to finish the boss. It really only took me maybe 20-ish, 25 minutes to finish the boss. And that's me like focusing 100%, which was very, again, nerve-wracking. But to get through the waves, let me explain the waves for you guys real quick. You need her to kill at least 3 people, because of the mastery, she gets an extra 6 speed for each person that she kills. So you need that 18 speed. So make sure she finishes off at least 3 people. Next, you need to make sure as many people can possibly die before she gets to the boss. Because if your people are surviving at the boss, she's gonna die. Like, she's gonna get stunned, she's not gonna heal as much, she's not gonna be as fast, so she's gonna die. Luckily, we actually had Iron Brago get us to the boss, and he lived, and then he died, and then I was able to actually start doing the rotation. So if that happens, you might get away with it once, but you want everybody to at least die. I had to take off the chest piece of Morn Macabre, so he had less HP and didn't proc his unkillable, because that actually affected it. Like, he procced his unkillable and then everybody died. Zargala was just for DPS, Coldheart just for DPS, so they die pretty easily. And I have 2 pieces of gear off of Iron Brago, and he still lived to the end. So Iron Brago is just a complete tank. So that's basically what you want to do, is make sure everybody dies before you get to the boss. And then make sure she kills her, specifically at least 3 people herself before we get to the boss. All right, so let me fast forward this. Now the rotation you're going to want to do is, wow, I literally stayed out there for 30 minutes. Okay, so what you're going to do is pause. You're going to want to look at the bombs, like look at the bombs turn meter. Just watch the bombs turn meter. It's going to 1, 2, and then 3. You want 3 attacks on Bommel, and then look at their turn meter. They're about to be popped, the turn meter. That's when you know the speed on your character is good. Every time you see the bomb right there after 3 attacks or the revive, whatever you have going on, you then are going to do your A2 every single time, no matter what. Every single time that A2 is going to be procced exactly at this moment. Proc it, you get unkillable or block damage, and then you continue. Now, you're going to see bombs get on you. There's going to be bombs on you almost the entire fight, 1 or 2 bombs. Every time you have 2 bombs, you have to do your A3. Watch. So I have 2 bombs. You have to do your A3 because you're going to die. Put the A3 up, I died, I get res back up, I took another hit, I lived. And again, that's with the specific stats you saw earlier. So now watch the turn meter, see the turn meter on the bomb? It's at that point now. And then you do the A2. So then the A2 goes. Then that goes, and then you go, see if you have any bombs on you, you don't. So then you do the A1. 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 Right? Now look at the turn meter on the bombs. A2. Now let's see if we get bombs. We have 2 bombs. What do? We do A3. And then we do A1. If we die, we get res back up because it's still up. We didn't die though. A2 because of the turn meter. And then we keep going. But look at how much I almost die every single time. Like, it was literally the entire freaking fight was nerve-wracking. And I'm so glad I'm done with it. Because I hate this fight so much. And I probably wouldn't have ever done it if whoever came out with this strat, I just copied it and repeated it. But it still works, guys. So that's exactly the rotation, is you're just looking to see if you have 2 bombs. If you're dying with 1 bomb, you probably need a little bit more stats. But every time there's 2 bombs, even if you're like 100% HP, right? I'm still doing my A3 in case it happens. Now, sometimes you're gonna have to make the call where if you're very low, which I don't think that ever came up, but if I was very low and I had 1 bomb on me, I might have done it, but then it might have messed up the rotation. Because then I might not have had my A3 for when I actually needed it for 2 bombs. So you don't want to make that mistake. So if you're dying with 1 bomb on you, you probably just need a little bit better stats, honestly. Because I never had to do the bomb unless it was, or the A3 unless there was 2 bombs on me. So you notice it's literally this the entire fight. So I'll get down to like 5 HP. You'll notice, let's see if I can pause it. If I get really, really low. All right, so 2 bombs, A3. So look how low I am. That was basically almost the entire freaking fight. Is I'll be on like 5 HP, and I'll live somehow. Obviously, all these are weak hits because you're strong affinity against his red affinity. But that's literally the rotation. You just have to pay attention so much and not misclick, because if you misclick, you got to restart if you're gonna die. I luckily, thank you, did not misclick the entire fight. But look, 2 bombs, put the revive on death, almost died again, and then just kept doing it. So A3, I literally just kept watching the bombs turn meters. That's all you have to do. Watch the bomb turn meter. Make sure that you, like, what if you look at my my mouse, I always put my mouse on the bottom right, so that way I don't misclick the boss and run up and just hit him by accident. But look at where my mouse is. It's always like there. So that way I can decide if I'm gonna do the A1, A2, or A3. Like, it's always at the bottom because like I don't wanna misclick the boss. Like, I'm not clicking the boss, I click, because then you'll mess up. So take your time, efficient, tedious, pay attention, and if you make it past the first couple of them, you should last the whole time. Haven't tested it out, but for me, it worked. So I will get myself out of here. I'll play this all the way through. You guys can watch this. And I'll speed it up for you guys so you don't have to wait here all day. And then at the end, we'll go over one more time everything that you need to do to set this up correctly. And then you should be good to go. All right. So, what'd you think? I mean, it's doable, obviously. But this was the team. So, again, you need a speed lead, if that's the easiest way to do it. Iron Brago. I had Zargala. I had Cold Heart, just DPSers to get through the waves. And then we had our Chica Crimson Helm. So let me go over these guys' gear, if it matters. I don't know if it does. He's missing his glove and his weapon. But he's about 6,000 defense. I don't think any of this other stuff matters. And then I took off the chest piece of my Morton Macabre just because he was living too long. But his stats don't really matter. And then Zargala, just a crap ton of DPS. And Cold Heart is just our normal Cold Heart with, I think, regular gear. I don't know. she's just basic. You needed them to die. That's why you just bring attack type champions in. You come in and you just have them die. But one more time, let's go over Crimson Helm. Final stats. What you need to do to set everything up. All right, so here you go. Final stats 183 with 23% speed lead. 3,000 defense with Iron Brago and 80,000 HP. Boots, HP boots definitely help with that. I only have a 5-star glove, 5-star this, 6-star chest piece with HP, and then HP everything down here. So that's the easiest way to get up all the HP. So how you set it up, you make sure the masteries are set like this. And you need to kill at least 3 people before Bommel to make sure you get the extra speed right here, 18 extra speed. You need to make sure all of your champions are dead, which gets you an extra 24 speed. So before you get to the boss, hopefully all of them will die. And then you need to make sure she specifically kills 3 champions before you get to Bommel. And then she should be fast enough to kill it. So guys, let me know what you think. If you guys, again, are brand new to the channel, appreciate it. Thanks for clicking on the video. Hit subscribe. There's a ton of videos on the channel. Go leave some comments and join the Discord. We are always recruiting. I might do another clan because we have 2 already. DBN 3, which is our newer clan, kind of like mid heading towards endgame players. Then we have our endgame clan, which is DBN 5. Claimers clan, just trying to get some extra free shit. But yeah, appreciate it. Good luck, guys. Hopefully this helped. You can still do it. I did it. That means you guys can do it. So, we'll see you in another video soon.